Hi guys, it's Thomas here, and today I'm going to show you some high ceiling gimmick puppet one card combo. Let's start with gimmick puppet Bloody Doll. We're going to activate Bloody Doll in hand by revealing the rank 4 Xyz to summon a little soldier from deck. On summon, little soldier will trigger to send a cattle scream from deck. Next, we're going to link summon a gimmick puppet Chimera Doll using Bloody Doll and Little Soldier. Bloody Doll will go back to hand. Then we're going to activate Chimera Doll, adding to hand a Scissor Arms. We're going to perform the normal summon for turn with a Scissor Arms, and we're going to send the new gimmick puppet Fiendish Knight. For his effect, he will go back to hand, and from hand we will activate his effect, targeting Cattle Scream to special summon it and then special summon himself. From this point, we're going to activate Little Soldier by targeting our 2 level 4 monster to make them level 8, and use Scissors and Cattle Scream to summon Machina. Machina effect will detach Cattle Scream to add the rank up magic Argent Chaos Force. And next we're going to activate rank up magic Chaos Force to overlap onto Fantasix a number C40 gimmick puppet of Dark Strings. His effect will trigger the mandatory one. And now Cattle Scream will trigger to detach Fantasix, that's important, from C40 and special summon himself. We're going to overlay the Scream and the Soldier into a number 40, and the rank up spell will go back to our hand. And we're going to activate number 40 effect to put a string counter on all monsters on the field. Next, activate the rank up on 40 to summon C40. On summon it will trigger, and we will chain Machina in the graveyard to special summon himself on our field. We are going to pop all monster with counter, and we're going to add the spell for Machina effect. We're going to draw one and deal 3300 damage to our opponent. Next, we're going to activate rank up once again on Machina to special summon Chaos Xyz Gimmick Puppet Fanatics Machina. On summon it will trigger to add a Serviced Puppet from deck to hand. Next, we're going to activate Fanatics, targeting and summoning to our opponent a C40 from graveyard. It will trigger, and we will chain Machina to pop it and deal to our opponent half its attack as damage. This is the first combo. For the second combo of the video, we're opening with Condolence Puppet or a Foolish Burial. We're going to activate it and send a Bloody Doll. Bloody Doll will trigger to go back to hand, and once is there, we're going to activate it, revealing a rank 4 to special summon a level 4 in Little Soldier. Little Soldier will trigger, sending us cost a Cattle Scream and going to level 8. We're going to send Little Soldier and Bloody Doll for Chimera. Chimera is going to add once again a Scissor Arms. Using our normal summon Scissor Arm effect, we're going to send the Knight effect to go back to hand, effect from hand, targeting Bloody Doll, special summon her and itself, activate Soldier from graveyard to higher the level of the 4 into 8, overlay with Doll and Scissor Arms into Fanatics, detaching Scissor Arms to add the rank up. Next, we're going to activate the rank up to overlay onto Machina a C40, activate Cattle Scream by detaching Machina, overlay into number 40 with Cattle Scream and Fiendish Knight, activate the rank up to go back to hand, activate number 40 to put a string counter, rank up on 40 into C40, C40 effect and Machina effect to special summon on our board, add back the rank up from graveyard, draw one and deal 3300, activate once again the rank up on Machina, summon Fanatics effect to add the trap, and here Fanatics effect, detach, target Bloody Doll, this time since we don't have Bloody Doll in hand, since the turn started by sending it to the graveyard, and this way when our opponent sends it to the graveyard it goes back to our hands. If we don't care a lot about the more damage we do, this is more resource intensive, and like in the previous combo, Fiendish Knight is under our C40, so when he dies, this little guy goes back to our hand. We put a string counter for good measure, and activate Condolence Puppet to protect from destruction Machina. In the third combo, we're going to see Gimmick Puppet Little Soldier as our one-card combo. We're going to normal summon it and activate the effect to send a Bloody Doll. That will go back to hand. From hand, we'll activate an effect, revealing a rank 8 to special summon herself and Cattle Scream from deck. Next, we're going to overlay Cattle Scream and Little Soldier into a Fanatics, detaching Cattle Scream to add the rank up. We're going to activate the rank up targeting Fanatics to go into a C40. Activate Cattle Scream, detaching Fanatics from C40, summon itself, and overlay the other two monsters into a number 40. Rank up effect from graveyard to go back to hand. Activate 40 effect to put a string counter on C40. Activate rank up on 40 to summon another C40. C40 triggers and Machina triggers in graveyard. Special summon on my field and add back the rank up spell. The C40 with a counter on it and draw a card, deal damage. Link summon with our 2x's monster into a Chimera Doll. Add Scissor Arms, normal Scissor Arms with our additional normal. Send a Fiendish Knight effect to add itself back. Effect from hand, targeting Bloody Doll to put her back on board. Activate Little Knight for Scissor and Fiendish to be level 8. Overlay them into an Xyz, doesn't really matter what it is. A Giant Grinder, for example. Rank up on Giant Grinder to summon the puppet, Fanatics Machina, effect on summon to add the trap, and effect from board to target Xyz in graveyard to summon it, and to destroy a monster. Now, in this combo we only have one Xyz for Serviced Puppet, but we have Bloody Doll on board to add back when she goes to the graveyard, and the other level 4 that does that under Fanatics Machina. The fourth combo will start as the third with a Little Soldier, and will have a slight variation in the end board. We're going to activate Bloody Doll from hand, revealing a rank 8 to special summon himself and Cattle Scream. overlay Little Soldier and Cattle Scream into Machina, detaching Scream, adding the rank up. Activate the rank up to special summon C40 on top of Machina, and activate Cattle Scream in the graveyard, detaching Machina. Summon Cattle Scream, overlay Bloody Doll and Cattle Scream into 40, rank up to go back to hand, 40 effect to put a counter on C40, rank up to summon C40, C40 effect activates and Machina chains, summon on our field, add back the rank up, destroy C40, draw 1 and deal damage, link summon with both Xyz into Chimera Doll. Chimera Doll will add to hand a Scissor Arms, normal summon it, activate effect to send one, send a Fiendish Knight effect to add itself back, and effect from hand. Here we're going to target number 40 and special summon Fiendish Knight, Little Soldier to make the level 4 into level 8, overlay them in Giant Grinder, rank up on 40 to summon the Scout 6's Fanatics Machina, effect to add the trap, and effect to detach to summon from the graveyard, summon C40. Here we're not activating Machina effect, but instead we're activating Giant Grinder to deal more damage because it's not halt, and we leave our opponent at 1400. Now, if our opponent intends to summon something with 2800 attack or more, we can Fanatics Machina to pop it, deal half the damage, and our opponent life points will reach 0. Also, under this Giant Grinder, there's a Fiendish Knight as follow-up. For the fifth combo of the video, we're going to start with a Gimmick Puppet Scissor Arms, and we're going to normal summon it and activate the effect to send one from deck to graveyard. It will be, as always, a Bloody Doll. Bloody Doll effect to go back to hand, and the Bloody Doll from hand to reveal a Gigantes Doll, the rank 4, to summon herself from hand and Little Soldier from deck. Little Soldier effect to send a Cattle Scream, and send Scissor and Little Soldier for a Chimera Doll. Chimera Doll is going to add to hand, this time, a Fiendish Knight, since we don't have the normal yet. Activate Fiendish Knight, target Scissors, summon both. Activate Little Soldier to make them become level 8, and overlay both into a Machina. Machina detach Scissors to add the rank up. Activate the rank up on Machina to summon C40. Effect on summon, Cattle Scream, detach Machina to summon, and overlay Bloody Doll and Cattle Scream into a 40. Rank up to go back to hand, 40 effect to put a string counter. Rank up on 40 to summon C40. C40 mandatory effect and Fanatics in graveyard to summon. Add back the rank up. Draw 1 and deal 3300 damage. Knight goes to the graveyard and it triggers to go back to hand. Activate the rank up on Fanatics to summon Fanatics. Fanatics effect to add trap, and Fanatics effect to summon one, detaching one. Strings on the opponent's board, chain Fanatics to pop it, and deal up the damage. Here we have Bloody Doll under this C40, Fiendish Knight in hand, a pop with Fanatics, a Snatch Steal for 2 with Serviced Puppet, the graveyard effect of Serviced Puppet for the turn after, For the last combo of the video, I'm going to show you the one card mention of the Underworld Dolls FTK in GIMMICK Puppet. We're going to activate mention and add a little soldier. Going to normal summon him and send for cost Bloody Doll from deck. Bloody Doll to go back to hand, and from hand effect to reveal a rank 8 and summon herself and Cattle Scream from deck. Next we'll overlay Cattle Scream and Little Soldier into Fantastic's Machina. Detaching Cattle Scream, we're adding the rank up spell. And next we're going to activate that rank up spell to summon a C40. Effect mandatory on summon, does nothing. Cattle Scream, detach Fantastics, special summon himself, overlay him and Bloody Doll into number 40. Rank up from graveyard goes back to hand. Activate 40 effect to put a string counter on C40. And rank up on 40 to summon another C40. This C40 will trigger Fantastics in graveyard to summon on our board and add the rank up from graveyard. The new C40 will pop the old one, draw one, and deal 3300 to our opponent. Next, activate mention, detaching 40 from C40 to summon the C40 in graveyard on our opponent's board. A mandatory effect that does nothing. We're going to link summon a Chimera Doll and activate its effect, adding a scissor from deck to hand, normal summoning it with Fantastics at normal summon, effect to send on summon, send Fiendish Knight, and activate this effect to go back to hand. From hand, we will target Bloody Doll in graveyard to summon both, banish Little Soldier to gain 4 level on the 2 level 4, and summon a Giant Grinder. Grinder effect to pop C40 on our opponent's board, and then activate the rank up on Grinder to summon Fanatics effect to add the trap, and lastly Fanatics effect to summon C40 and pop it with the other effect, dealing 8250.